Hey, so this channel is to help me get better at speaking for my main channel, and I'm not the best speaker right now, so today I was gonna do an exercise that helps me get better at speaking, which is the random word generator. It was created by Vince, uh, I just know his first name is Vin, but you just do a random word generator, and it helps you think coherently or speak coherently while thinking. Because let's say you have a thought and you're trying to explain it to people, there's a lot of people, including myself, that are like, or another thing is I'm trying to get not say the filler words anymore, like or words like, but you know, those kinds of words because as someone else says, filler words or killer words. But anyways, I digress. I'm just gonna do the random word generator exercise, which is I select a random word from a random word generator and I speak about that word for 1 minute to 3 minutes, that sort of time range, and it's just supposed to help me get better at thinking while speaking at the same time because it's something I need to be able to be good at when making YouTube videos for my main channel. So he says to go to a random word generator, but I'm a Gen Zer, so I'm just gonna go to ChatGPT. Let me just start. I'm doing the random word generator speaking exercise. Give me a random word. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to mention? I haven't been making the most eye contact, but yeah, let's go. Harbor. Harbor. When I think of the word harbor, I think of boats. And when I think of boats, a lot of my people might think fishing. They might think mm, rich people on yachts like Wolf of Wall Street. They might think Hajime no Ippo because he worked in a boat. Okay, that's actually talking about me now. But when I think harbor, the first thing that came to mind was vintage if I was going to do random word association. Because when I first got introduced to a sailor, it was Captain Haddock from Tintin, and that's more of a vintage novel. And same thing, I think of The Sea Wolf, which I believe is an old book, and it's about. I was almost about to say yeah, but caught myself. But anyways, yeah, fuck, damn. But Seawolf, it's a vintage book about a guy who gets hardened by being at sea, and that book actually resonates with me a lot because I'm originally from England, and when I was in England, I never played sports. So I was kind of a bit of a loner, if I'm being honest. But when I moved to America, started playing American football. Even now, I'm doing martial arts. That's actually what my other channel is about, and I kind of I feel like I relate to it because it changed me a lot. I feel or I think that being around football players and being around martial artists made me a little bit tougher just because of the sport and also just the banter that goes on. And it made me a better person. I don't know if that's what Seawolf is about, but from reading the blurb and just seeing a little bit of summaries about it, I feel like I resonate with the story, and if I were to read it, I think I'd resonate with that too. But also, when I think harbor, I think there's a lot of symbolism around sailing. I know people that get tattoos, and I know very popular tattoos are compasses, anchors, and they have a deeper meaning. And sailing and being in the harbor, I think, carries a lot of symbolism for bigger pictures of life. For example, the compass represents finding your own way, being on a mission, that sort of things, or things of that nature. Same thing with anchor, being grounded, having a home, and releasing the anchor symbolizes you cutting ties off from home, kind of cutting the rope metaphor, like in Batman, where he had to climb out the hole and cut off the rope. So, and harbor to a lot of people might represent home, the safe spot, and if you're trying to do something adventurous, you have to venture out into the ocean. So, harbor main connections is a bigger picture symbolism, or symbolism for a bigger picture, like most words, honestly. And I just come up with vintage stuff because that's what I was exposed to when first being introduced to a sea by Captain Haddock. Yeah, Vin did say that the first couple of these are going to be pretty bad, so yeah, I feel like later ones will be better and my later videos will be more articulate. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm doing this to get better. So, yeah, I'm gonna link if you're interested in my main channel, I'll link down in the description below. But thank you for watching. The main thing I'm gonna work on for these next videos is the no filler words, and I'll do random exercises. For example, the higher up challenge, which is where you just speak 1 minute about anything. You don't even need to do the random word generator. Sometimes I'll do the random word generator. Sometimes if I want to talk about something, I'll just talk about that and try not to use filler words as of right now. And once I'm not using filler words, then I'll pick something else to work on. But yeah, this is all in the goal of making my main channel better. And I'll actually show you, I'm making a habit list of things I'm going to do every day to get better at speaking. So learn about how to get better at speaking, practice getting better at speaking, reading, because I've heard that has a lot of benefits when it comes to speaking, and doing tongue twisters. So I just did the tongue twisters, just learned a little bit, and I just did practice, so I just need to read a little bit and I'm done for the day for my speaking practice.